man's most magnificent achievement in the conquest of space, the man-made planetoid, Space Academy, founded in the star year 3732.
Commander, hello, Bolt. Hi, Chris. Chris, take a look at the space telescope.
Here we have gathered young people from the farthest reaches of all the known worlds. They have been chosen for their unique abilities and are being trained to cope with the mysterious, the unknown, the unpredictable dangers lurking in the vast darkness of space.
Adrian, Loki, are you ready for the demonstration?
All ready, Commander? If you'll just plug these into the converter, we'll begin.
I'll be delighted.
Loki.
If I'm interrupting something, I'll come back later.
No, stay. I was just going to show the Commander how this works. I'd like you to see it, too. Now, this enables me to communicate my thoughts with Jake by a series of word pictures.
Have him take that plastic cup and fill it from that jug over there.
Wouldn't you like me to have him do something a little more difficult?
No, that's hard enough. And this I've got to see.
You sound skeptical, Chris.
Now, quiet. I must concentrate. Come on, Jake. Come on, Jake. Come on, boy. Do me proud. Oh, Jake. Let me try it again.
Yes, Laura?
Commander, the space mirror pointing toward Alturos has stopped. It isn't rotating.
Tee Gar's on Alturos with Professor Bolt.
Laura, do you have Tee Gar on the primary monitor?
Yes, I'll transfer.
Hello, Commander. Listen to this and hear me good, Gampu. Something has happened to my mirror. It isn't focusing the sun's rays on Alturos at all, and the temperature is dropping very rapidly. Not only will all the crops be destroyed, but I shall freeze to death in the bargain. And let me remind you, Gampu, if that happens, the responsibility falls upon the Academy's head.
Calm down, Professor. I assure you that we will...
I will tell you exactly what must be done, and you will follow my instructions. Is that clear?
I will consider your instructions and then make my decision.
Someone has to go to Specular at once. The adjustments should be quite simple enough. My instruments tell me that the focus has been shifted by approximately 3 degrees, and my practiced eye confirms it. And above all, treat that refocusing mechanism gently. It is very, very fragile.
We are aware of that. Tee Gar, take Professor Bolt to Specular at once.
Negative, Commander. The temperature here drops so fast that the controls in the seeker have all been frozen. There is no way I can get it running. We can't leave here. Commander, you've got to do something before it's too late.
to Specular, 37 minutes, 12 seconds.
On our way, Commander. We'll have that mirror fixed in no time.
Sooner the better. Control out.
That just may be the fastest launching ever recorded.
That's not surprising. All of you have been trained to function quickly and efficiently in times of emergency.
Have either of you seen Loki or Jake?
Adrian, do you realize we have a very serious situation on our hands?
Only too well, Commander, but somebody's taken Jake. And I can guess who, because I can't find Loki either. I've looked everywhere for them.
You don't think they could have stowed away, do you?
That's exactly what I do think. You know how Loki hates to be left out.
That boy. Check the seeker immediately.
Yes, sir. Academy to Seeker. Come in, Paul.
Go ahead, Adrian.
Paul, I think you may have a stowaway on board.
Oh, not Loki again.
Afraid so. You better have Chris take a look.
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
And not only that, if Loki is on board, he's got Jake with him.
Oh, that's just about all we need. We're checking. Seeker out. All right, Loki, I know you're in there. Loki, I'm not gonna play games with you. This is serious business.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'll never do anything like this again.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I'm very angry with you, Loki, and I've got good reason to be. I'd take you back if I had time, but I don't. Now, this is an emergency mission. I want that understood.
I understand. I'm sorry.
I don't believe it. Loki, what gets into you?
Curiosity, I guess. Or maybe an overactive imagination.
That's your excuse?
Best I've got.
People, I want you to keep an eye on Cadet Loki.
Is that an order?
It is.
All right, but I'm not a babysitter.
We found Loki, Commander, and you're right. He's got Jake with him.
There's no time to turn back, Chris. You'll have to keep Loki with you. I don't want him exposed to that freezing weather on Alturos.
Roger. Now, how's Tee Gar making out?
The temperature is dropping rapidly, but it's not at the critical point yet.
Whoever's responsible for this is not going to get off lightly, I can assure you. Do you realize that every bit of vegetation on this planetoid could be destroyed? Do you know what that means in terms of available food supply?
Yes, I do think so, sir.
You think so? Alturos is a pilot project, and if it fails, I don't like to think about the consequences.
Coordinates intersecting.
Activating retro rockets. We're coming in, Chris. I'll drop you off and pick you up after I get Tee Gar and Professor Bolt.
All right, I'll take Jake and Loki with me. But remember, Loki, you must obey orders. Is that clear?
I promise, Chris.
All right. Stand by for landing. I'm gonna go up on the tower and check it out.
Come on, Jake.
Seeker 1 to Academy Control. Come in, Control.
Academy Control to Seeker. Come in, Seeker.
Commander, I'm on my way. Just dropped off Chris and our two stowaways, and am proceeding to pick up Tee Gar and the Professor.
You're sure they'll fix the mirror, huh? Here we are stranded on a heaven-forsaken planetoid, and we're freezing to death minute by minute. At least spare me your infantile optimism.
All right, I'm going up. You stay put. That's your first order.
We will, Chris. And be careful. Chris, look out! Chris, what happened? Are you all right?
In my leg. I can't move it. I better call the academy and report what's happened.
Where's your collinear?
Here. Oh, we're in luck. It wasn't broken when I fell. That's the only lucky thing that's happened to us today.
Chris, look!
The mirror's tilted down toward the ground. Now all the sun's rays are focused here on specular.
It's getting hot. I mean, really hot. And your leg.
The leg will heal. But if it gets any hotter here, there won't be much anybody can do. Calling Academy Control. This is Chris Gentry. Come in, please.
Yes, Chris, what is it?
There's been an accident. I fell. I must have hit something that controls the vertical alignment.
Are you all right?
There's something wrong with my leg. I can't put any weight on it.
Don't worry, Chris. We'll attend to it as soon as Paul brings you back.
Tell him how hot it's getting.
The mirror's changed position. It's now pointing down here on the ground.
The sun is focused on specular?
Right. It's getting so hot here, the steam coming up from the ground. I don't know how much more of this we can take.
Steady, Chris. Contact Professor Bolt immediately.
You have to be able to deal with this. The mirror is his project.
Precisely.
Control to Tee Gar, come in.
How much longer must I endure this torture?
Professor, we need your help.
I'm the one that needs help.
Chris fell while he was refocusing the mirror. Now it's pointed down. It's getting dangerously hot there.
Oh, I would gladly exchange places.
Professor, we need your help to remedy this emergency.
It is a simple procedure. There are 2 lead wires, one on the top and one on the bottom, just to the left of the position switch. Now, switching them should do the trick.
Chris, is there any way you could reach the mirror control? If the lead lines are transposed, the mirror's focus could be shifted.
Impossible. I can't crawl, much less climb. We've got to do something. This heat's getting ferocious.
What about Loki? Could he climb it?
Negative. There's no way for him to get up there.
Jake? Yes, of course. Jake. He could climb the scaffolding.
But how could he?
Adrian's converter experiment. You could pass on Bolt's instructions to Jake.
I don't know that it would work. It didn't work in the lab this morning.
We'll have to make it work. And I believe I know how.
Where's Jake?
I don't know. He was here a minute ago.
All right, you've got to find him, and right away. This heat's stifling. You've got to make it as fast as you can, Loki. We've got to move.
It's Oracle. Jake! Please don't fool around, Jake! We need you! Jake! Jake! Come on out, Jake. I can see you. Come on, Jake. Come down. Come on, Jake. We're in enough trouble already, stowing away and all. Come on, Jake. Come on. Here he is, Chris. He's all yours.
All right, Commander. We've got Jake. You can have Adrian start. And I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Start the mind link. Jake, pick up the message.
Jake! You can do it!
Bravo, Adrian, Laura. Well done.
The link was perfect. I could tell I was getting through. The mirror moved. It's shifting position.
I knew he could do it.
Professor, it worked. The space mirror is operating again.
Did you hear that? Oh, here comes the sun. And here comes our ride. Come on, Professor.
Seeker to specular, seeker to specular. Come in, Chris.
Paul, are you on your way?
Well, practically there.
Tee Gar and the professor?
Oh, they're aboard. They're almost thawed out. I don't know how much more they could have taken.
We'll see you soon.
You never had a mother, Peebo.
Just a figure of speech. Feeling better, Professor?
I feel terrible. Not bad. It's not bad at all.
I can give you the recipe if you like.
It's very nice of you. It is delicious.
Drink up. There's more where that came from.
You are most thoughtful. Do you have any more of that splendid chicken soup?
In a moment, Professor. Activate retro rockets.
Here they come.
Can you walk?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna win any prizes at it.
Now then, young man, stowing away is a very serious business. What do you think we ought to do about it?
I guess I deserve whatever's coming to me. But I did help Jake with the mirror. He couldn't have done it without me.
That has been taken into consideration. Loki, you will not leave the academy for the next 14 days.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Are we interrupting, Commander?
Not at all, Chris. Professor, Loki and I were just having a little, discussion.
I'm grounded for 2 whole weeks.
Oh. I might reduce that to 1 week if I have your promise of exemplary behavior.
I don't understand it, but I'll do it.
Speaking of being on one's best behavior, before I say goodbye, I believe a slight apology is in order. If it hadn't been for all of you, the project on Alturos would have ended in a disaster. I want to thank you one and all. And goodbye.
Interesting man. Eccentric, but interesting. Now, where's Adrian? She has earned a vote of thanks from all of us.
Well, she's already down in the lab, working on her next project.
Come on, Jake. Let's go see if we can help.
Remember, Loki, exemplary behavior.
What does that mean, Commander?
It means no monkey business.